Kia ora, everyone. I'm going to do a little small presentation on mild depression. It's a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but I just want to get it out there for you to recognize it, own it, and get the support you need and some tools that can help yourself. My name's Tracy Sinkinson. I'm here at the Healthcare Centre. I am surrounded by the most amazing people, which I can access you to if needed. We have registered nurses, doctors, counsellors. We have learning facilitators, which are going to fly you through your assessment. We have engagement facilitators, Steve and Taylor, which can help you get that food that you need so you can help move on through your daily life. It's getting a stressful time. It's getting assessments due, and there will be some emotions that will be going around. But I'm going to just show you some facts. That's how I start with this presentation about what's going on in the brain, what is actually happening. It's not you, but also when you recognize it, you can own it and you can do something about it. So bear with me. Please stay focused and watch it to the end because there's a great ending. Okay, just some facts here. Depression is now the leading cause of illness in the world. Okay, there's going to be so much more spent on to get some resilience and to get us out of that. But this is how proven fact it is. This is an MRI scan, imaging of someone's brain that does not have depression. And this is someone that has suffered from depression for a very long time. Now, those words, very long time, okay, there's no activity. Okay, it's very dormant compared to this one here. This is also then will accelerate any symptoms of dementia. We don't want to go down that path. So like I said, this is a long time. We can actually do something about this once we own it and recognize it. Now, like I said, I like to show you some of the facts. So I'm going to play a YouTube clip that talks about a gland in the brain and what is happening to that gland in the brain. So sometimes when you get on this roller coaster, it's not just you, it's something that's happening in the brain hormonally that you need to understand it. So when you do the tools for yourself, you know what to do, okay, and how it's going to work. There's no such thing as a concrete pill. I'm just going to get to where we need to go.
Regulate mood are dysregulated in depression. Located deep within the brain, the amygdala processes highly salient stimuli such as rewards and potential threats. In depression, the amygdala is overactive and responds excessively to negative events.
Overthinking.
In turn, the amygdala connects to a set of brain regions that hone the physiological and behavioral response to emotional stimuli. These areas include the medial prefrontal cortex, the nucleus accumbens, the hippocampus, and the insula. The hippocampus is involved in memory formation, and along with the prefrontal cortex, is particularly vulnerable to the effects of stress. Depressed people are more susceptible to stress, which can cause physical changes in the brain, including atrophy of the hippocampus. This and other changes in depressed people may cause inappropriate responses to emotional events. The medial prefrontal cortex is involved in regulating how strongly we react to emotional stimuli. Treatments such as antidepressant drugs, cognitive behavioral therapy, and electroconvulsive therapy affect the structure and function of these and other brain regions.
And that's when it's gone too far and you do need to ask for some medical help. Okay, so it is something that's actually going on inside of the brain. But we want to catch it before it gets that far. Let's look at some signs and symptoms. Let's just forward from here. Okay, these are some signs. If you let your anxiety go on for too long, it will lead to depression. If you've been in one of my workshops, that's something we talked about, is understanding anxiety, because if you don't understand it and do something about anxiety, you're on that spiraling path. No motivation, we've all been there, but if it carries on for longer than normal, we need to own it and realize, gosh, this is not normal, this is not me. Lack of interest in anything, really. Always feeling tired, so you're avoiding everything, avoiding happy times with your mates, avoiding coming to Toyo Homai, pure sadness, just don't know why you feel like crap all the time, everything's so sad, crying for no reason, and then what that can lead to is drinking, smoking, or even binge eating or not eating to try and black out these feelings. Anger for no apparent reason is actually quite scary as well. There is areas that you want to make sure you can say, this is not normal. I need to put my hand up. I'm going to need some help, because if it gets beyond this, then you know there could be some serious thoughts. And I hope this is not triggering for you. I want you to listen so you can recognize it and get the help that you need. Like I said, it's the leading cause in the world. So this is a bit of a vicious cycle. You might start off with just a low mood, and that's all right. Everyone's allowed to be in a mood sometimes. That's only natural. But it's when that low mood becomes more of a depressed mood, whereas you feel you're not worthy. Not like I'm in a mood, just get out my way. It's when you feel you're not worthy. You have low energy. You find it hard to get out of bed, but you do. You get out, you get to class. You think, God, I just got to go. What's wrong with me? But your mood doesn't change and it rubs off on all your mates and they start to ask questions. What's up? Why? And all you want to do is just go, leave me alone. I just don't need this. You don't want to talk to anyone. So you leave early, you go to bed, can't concentrate, you eat convenience junk food that sends all of your blood sugars and metabolism all over the place. You try and sleep, you can't sleep. And now your thoughts are overwhelming because you are tired and they are controlling you. So let's say the next day or the day after or the day after that, you're super tired. You don't want to repeat the days that you've had. So you think, I'm going to stay home and I'm actually going to do my work from home. But guess what? You don't. Okay, those thoughts are so overpowering and such low self-esteem that you isolate yourself, okay, and you think the thoughts of you're not good enough, you're going to fail anyway, just are overwhelming. Okay, it's not you, it's what's now starting to control you. There is ways to get out of this vicious circle, and we're going to help you with some ways to get out of it, but it's understanding it, recognizing it. You don't want this to go on for longer than 4 or 5 days, because that's when it will start to get stronger and stronger. Okay, bear with us, stay with us. We've just done resilience, so I will just flick through these. I'm ever so sorry. Now, these are some fantastic apps. Okay, I don't always like looking at apps, but my gosh, they have been valuable for most people. You can download them all. Okay, and they give you constant reminders. They start from being annoying till one day you open one and you realize, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I'm going to get, and you start to get into it. So there's different apps for different mental health moods. I like one called Motivation that sends me a motivation quote 3 times a day. Some things are relevant, especially when you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed. Some things are not. Manaka Aura is fantastic. It talks about the Fadi Tapufa, and you choose it, you own it. It's in Tadeo and English, and it's so easy to use. Please download it. Even if you don't suffer, just download it, because then you will have the tools. There's an actual area on there that gives you the tools to help out that friend of yours. So take a screenshot. Just a Thought is fantastic. It's a New Zealand owned, and so is, of course, mentalhealth.org. It's New Zealand owned. But if you find you are feeling like this and you're not sure where to go, come to the health centre. Send us an email. We can throw you all these apps, emailing. If you don't want to see us, we can do it over the phone. Let's just break down that walls. It's assessment time.
People who have purpose and meaning in their life, they believe in one important thing deeply.
Please
I am
do.
here for a reason. Listen to me. I didn't say I am here for a season. I said I am here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I know my life's got meaning for sure. As long as I'm breathing, I know I'm here for a reason. I know I'm here for a reason. I have purpose, my life's got meaning. I got goals, I got dreams to achieve, and I'm here for a reason, not just a season. You know, it took me a while to really see that, because I had doubts in my mind keeping me back. I was blind and I really couldn't see that. I'm important, and I feel that. Yeah, I'm not worried about the challenges in front of me. I will never let the doubt get the best of me. I can work my way up out of anything. All the blocks are just building a better me. Better be better than yesterday is the recipe. I'ma let the negativity rest in peace. I'm here to do bigger things, yeah, better me. And that's building and leaving a legacy. Whoa, keep on going. Keep on growing.
So I hope some of those little interesting facts make you acknowledge yourself, your mates, family, tap them on the shoulder, tap yourself on the shoulder, and come and get help. Like I said, we're in the health center. We have lots of resources here. You can email us. You've got Steve and Taylor, the engagement facilitators, that can take away some burdens to help you to study. We've got the learning facilitators here. If it's you're worried about anything in your study, your assessments, go there. I go there. They're fantastic. So please reach out while you're here. All the best and go for it.